Sophia.
Alanna.
Welcome back
To the
Sassy and Classy podcast.
Episode
11. Episode 11, people.
Yeah.
We hit double digits.
Wow. Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about today. We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks because I went on vacation. She did her fashion show shit. So we're really just going to debrief everything that we've missed in each other's lives on this episode, which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tea because I have a lot of tea. And I bet you do too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a good episode.
So where should we start?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'll start.
Okay.
I went on vacation with my father, and I went on a cruise to Florida, Bahamas. It was beautiful. It was amazing. She was Grace. She was gorgeous. She was all that. Before I left, my mom texted me saying not to bring back a boy. I didn't, but I'm just bringing this up because it was the funniest experience I think I've ever experienced, like ever. Like, we're starting off strong. We're just getting right into it.
I love it.
Dude.
I'm okay with that.
So I'm going on this cruise. And I'm like hoping, like, you know, I could find people to hang out with that are like my age, blah, blah, blah. Like, I had some serious faith going into it. And there really wasn't anybody my age. So it was fine anyway. Like, I was with my dad only. Like, what were we going to do? Like, hang out with kids my age plus my dad? No. So the first night, the ship is huge. It's a cruise boat, right? So just imagine. There's like 16 decks, right? This ship is huge. But like each deck, it's like from that ceiling to this floor, that's how much room you have between each deck. A little bit higher. So like you could see if there's like entertainment on deck like 4, for example, which there was always, like in the center of the boat, there's like a main lounge area, and like it goes all the way up to a couple floors, so you can like overlook it and you could see everybody. It's like very like close. So there's entertainment on deck 4, and me and my dad are waiting for dinner, and we're on deck 5 because that's where our dinner was. And we're like watching this entertainment. It's like karaoke, guess that song. And I'm like just staring, like I'm like looking over the glass like this and watching it. And this random dude steps forward. Like I peeped him because I was like, oh, he looks like my age. Like his friends look like my age, like maybe like whatever. Yeah. He steps forward into like my actual peripheral vision view. And he, like the song that people were guessing, it was like, and I can't help falling in love with you. That one. And he starts singing it to me from the bottom of the deck. And I'm up there and I'm like, I was looking this way, but he was like right there. So like I turned my head and he's like, falling in love. And I was like, huh? So I'm like, he was like, are you single? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm with my dad. Like my dad's sitting right next to me watching this whole thing happen. He's like literally laughing so hard, but like he's also trying not to notice, even though he's obviously noticing because I'm right next to him and this kid is right in front of his view as well. He goes, come down here. I'm like, no, like you come up here. Like I'm not going down there. Like you come up here. So he was like rolling his eyes, and I was like, he was with a bunch of his friends. Yeah. So he ends up taking his phone and putting his number on Snapchat like this and doing that thing. Yeah. And I couldn't see it because I actually don't have 20/20 vision at all. Like I need glasses for like far away things. Yeah. So I was like, I can't see that. I can't see that. And he was like, what? Like, how can you not see it? I'm like, I can't see it. Come up here. So he finally comes up. The kid wasn't cute at all. Like, you know, no, he wasn't cute at all. Like he was hammered. His friend comes up and saves him. Like 2 minutes later, he's like, sorry, he's hammered. Like, la. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, whatever. And he was like, I'm 29. How old are you? And his friend's like, you're not 29. And he was like, yes, I am. And I was like, oh, off to a great start. You're a liar. Yeah. And then his friend was like, okay, we're going to get dinner. And then the kid was like, it's fine. I'm good here. Like, I'm good. And I'm like, well, I have dinner to go to. So you're actually going to go with them. Yeah. And I'm never going to talk to you again. Oh my God. So I was seeing him all over the boat after that. Of course, God, the universe. No. And I just was laughing the whole time because I was like, he like just completely like just like didn't acknowledge that I was there. And it's
Oh
funny.
my
I'm like, bro, like I'm way hotter than you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he was like, are we going to the gym tomorrow? Because I told him I gotta go to the gym. He's like, you look like an athlete. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I go to the gym. And he was like, are we getting good tomorrow? And I'm like, no, but you might see me there. Like, just say what up, like whatever. Anyway, that was the funniest story of the freaking
This
the
is
trip.
what scares me. I've never been on a cruise, and I don't know if I ever will be.
Dude.
Because you cannot escape.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
First of all,
You're
you
gonna
can.
It's like exactly like you're gonna be in that enclosed space with that guy the whole time.
Yeah, but it's a huge ship. I saw him in the food court and that was it. I didn't see him any other.
I know.
Like there was food courts, there was restaurants. Like me and my dad did the food court for lunch and breakfast. And then we went to like a nice restaurant for dinner every night. So I thought that was just so fucking funny to share because it was the first night. And the last night.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last night. This is the last story I have. The last night. There's a lot of entertainment on the boat. Yeah. So every night there's a couple shows. So there was one comedy guy. He was like 30. And then the last night there was this band called The Evolution of Boy Bands. So it was these four guys that sang the evolution of boy band songs. Like they started with One Direction. They went to the Beatles. They went to the Backstreet Boys. They went to this. They went to that. They went to that. And like in the middle of it, it was kind of cringy, but in the middle of it, they're like telling us who they are and where they're from, and one of them was from New Haven.
Wow.
So, and then the other one was a Buckeye fan, which if you know, you know. My family is a huge Ohio State Buckeye fan. So me and my dad were like, OH, like in the crowd. And when he said New Haven, Connecticut, I was like, yeah, Connecticut. Wow. And I was like, whatever. So after that, they were my age. They were our age group. So I was like, I wonder what they're doing at the end of this, even though it's the last night. Like, I wonder if like I could just hang out with these guys for one night so I can get my fix of hanging out with people my age for one night. Right. So after every show, the performers go to the two doors of the entrance to the theater and they like shake your hand and like meet people after the show. So I go out the door and the two guys that I didn't want to talk to were there. So I run around to the other door and I'm like, yo, bro, Connecticut, like, what up? I was like, what up, guys? Like, I'm just like, so like, I literally don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just like, I just like walked right up to them. I was like, yo, I heard you're from Connecticut. I am too. He gave me a hug. And then when I told him Fairfield, he was like, no way. And then I turned to the other guy and I'm like, go Bucks too. Yeah. And he was like, shut up. And I was like, no, for real. We met like actually so many Ohio State fans in Bahamas, in freaking Florida. Like, but they ended up not being able to drink with me because they had a show the next day. Oh. So I was like, well, I'll follow you people. So now I follow them.
Did you have any mutuals?
No.
Okay. What was your favorite part of the trip? Like what destination?
Bimini, Bahamas. Beautiful. I only went to Key West and Bimini. It was a very short cruise. It was like 4 nights, 5 days. Not even 5 days. We got off the 5th day at like 8 a.m. Yeah. But it was amazing. I always was scared to go on a cruise boat, and now I don't.
It was your first?
It was my first. My dad and my first. And when I tell you guys, I felt like I was in Dubai. Wow. That ship was beautiful, pristine. The service people called you like Miss Alanna, Mr. Tony, like they, and like just everything, the food.
What cruise was it?
Celebrity Cruises. It's rated #1 cruise line.
Okay, wow.
It's very safe. They have a lot of, I peeped the lifeboats the first minute I looked at the boat, and they're very nice and not like the Titanic. Yeah. So anyway, that was that. I swam in the Bimini, Bahamas ocean, which Bahamas are supposedly have like the most beautiful water, which it literally did. You could see straight to the bottom. I love that. Crystal clear.
Was it warm?
It was warm.
I need to
Was
go.
It warm? Dude.
I could be in the ocean for hours.
I know. And honestly, I got vertigo. You know what vertigo is?
Yeah, my mom gets that.
I got vertigo for 2 days. And if you guys don't know what vertigo is, it's like your body feels like you're in, like your balance nerve or something in your ear becomes like impaired. So like after being in Bimini for a couple hours and in the water, like I felt like I was rocking back and forth, nauseous, and like literally feeling impaired. Like I could barely cut my chicken that night of dinner. And my dad was like, you have vertigo. Like, and I was like, no, this is like really bad. Like I literally couldn't stand up straight. And like, I was like, Dad, is this boat rocking? Cause I knew I was on a ship. So I was like, maybe it's just the ship. No. Cause like there's casinos on this boat, which also that's funny too. I gambled a little bit for the first time and it was fucking hilarious. My dad just kept giving me 20s and I was like, and I eventually won $70, but Anyway, like
Slay.
the ship doesn't rock. You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, I am going insane right now. And my dad was
People
like, you have vertigo.
Have told me that like they'll be in the shower though and they'll feel like they can't
You,
stand up
like a
straight.
little bit. Like you
Yeah.
could feel it just a little bit. But I'm telling you, I felt like I could not balance on
Oh my
both
God.
feet. So I had vertigo, like really bad. But it went away the second night after it started. So whatever.
Good.
But long story short, great time. Didn't get as tan as I wanted to because I don't know, 2 days it was like not the best weather, so whatever. But I suggest cruises. I'm telling all my friends we're going next year. They're releasing a brand new boat, and it's like $7 billion to build. So imagine what they're gonna put in it.
Wow.
So we can stay close and just go.
I know,
Another
I
Bahamas
know,
trip.
I know.
No,
They
trust
still
me.
scare me, but I know.
No, dude.
I know they're beautiful. I know.
I'm telling you, it was. I felt so happy and great. Like the room was inside the boat. My dad had the balcony, so he was outside, but I was across the hall inside the boat, and I still felt homey and like good.
Yeah.
Like it felt amazing. I was washing my hair with Elemis shampoo and conditioner. You know what Elemis is? That really
No.
bougie skincare hair care brand.
So this is like top of the notch.
It's top of the notch. Just free shit, free Elemis. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Anyway, that was
You
my.
feel renewed now.
I do. I
Yeah.
feel, and I'm sober. I'm going 30 days sober, people. Today's day 1.
Yay.
Well, yesterday was day 1, so today's day 2.
Okay. Yay.
So I'll just hit my vape on this podcast for now. So while I was in Bahamas, I low-key had horrible FOMO because Sophia went to Fashion Week,
Okay.
and I wish... Would you have
We'll
invited me
go.
if I was even here?
Yeah.
Did Paris have her own ticket?
Okay, let me tell the story.
Okay.
Let me tell the story.
Okay.
Okay. This was like the most spontaneous weekend of my life.
That's
okay.
amazing.
And it's so I'm still having like post New York City depression after this. Like literally that like I can't even explain it. All right.
I mean, I know the feeling.
like but I had never felt like this in a while, like
Mm-hmm.
about something and then like it being over and I'm like sad.
Mhm.
Like okay. So anyway, I got a text from Runway 7, which is that's the place I went to last year.
Mhm.
And I got a text saying returning guests get a free ticket. So I text my friend that I went with last year. I'm like, did you get this text? She's like, no. Well, I'm like, okay, still try it out because you went last year. So we put it in and whatever. And then last minute, she couldn't go. So I'm like, fuck. Okay. I didn't know what to do.
Who are you going to go with?
Exactly. So you were going on a cruise,
Mhm.
and then
Yep.
Paris. We were like, we don't know if we can both go. And then last minute we could. So we go.
Which show did you go to?
So it's like,
Runway 7?
yeah, exactly. So
okay.
I ended up using the free ticket thing.
Okay.
Cause returning guests, you guys got to check your text messages from them because they'll send it to you, or emails. I don't know. I think it's sent both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I went last September, and we go, and it's cute. First thing I got in the city was a pretzel, and it was disgusting.
From the truck?
Disgusting. Like
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be delicious, but no, I was
Mm-mm.
wrong. It was.
Should have got a hot
stale.
dog.
I love the chicken and rice bowls, but anyway.
Oh, with the
Those are
white
the
sauce? Oh my God, don't even talk about it.
They're
All right.
so good.
We can't get on that topic because I will go off.
I know. So anyway,
The one near Hudson Yards is the best. Anyway.
noted.
Noted.
So we go to the show. It's cute, and it's like a bunch of, you never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like, it's like a wild card with Runway 7. Like you
Mhm.
never know what fashion shows you're gonna see. It's just like whatever designer is that hour. So it's like a bunch. It was like 3 or 4 designers. They were cute. One of them I think was like an Indian brand. One was like a Peruvian brand, I believe. Like a lot of cultural shows, and then oh my God, the one that literally made me cry
The wheelchair?
Oh my God, the whole show. I've never seen a show like that. Everyone had a disability.
Oh.
Like I'll highlight them because they make clothes for people who have disabilities. And it was so amazing. It was just,
Wait, I love that.
it was like they had clothes for people in wheelchairs. There was a girl that walked out with a service dog. There was like one who had the amputees. Like it was just so inclusive and cute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, they deserve like recognition because it like made me cry. And then,
What the heck?
yeah,
I love that.
it was so sweet. I've never seen a show like that before.
So that was like the main thing of the show.
about just like like that's like the theme of the brand.
The theme.
They make clothes for disabled people.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So like they had like a certain shirt. This girl didn't have an arm, and like they had a shirt that was like made just for her. Basically, it was cute.
Wow.
It was really cute.
I know. I saw the videos. It looked so cute. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
And then one show, there was a really funny moment, and I'm going to put him on the screen because he had me crying, okay? There was this one model that came out and just, like, owned it, and I can't even describe it to you, like, just the way he was walking. And, like, the crowd was cheering so loud for him. Like, the whole show, people were, like, mute. But the second he came out,
everyone was screaming
for him just because of, like, the way, like, he gave it to the crowd. And the people backstage must have been like, what the fuck is going on? Because, like, they were not clapping for the person before. But I'll put him on screen because he's so, he made the show. Up. And, like, the second at the very end, like, the walkthrough, he was the last one. And, like, before he goes backstage, he looks back to the crowd. He's like, I know I did that. He's like, I know I made this show.
Like, I know I slayed that.
Oh, my God. I need to find him because he was so funny. And then while like the last show is happening, I'm just looking around, right? And then all of a sudden, my favorite TikToker is behind me. I'm freaking out. He's one of my favorites, Dylan Kevich. He does prank calls. He makes me cry.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
H as in Hannah, and A as in, oops, I did it again.
Can I get a phone number, please?
Totally. 1, 2, 3.
He
was behind you?
He was like a few rows behind me. Like,
did you take a picture of him?
Yes, I did. That's the guy.
That's exactly. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I need to run to him the second this show was over because I love him.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was nice. He was so nice. Yeah, he was cute.
Wait, does he do the prank calls about the restaurants?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He's like, I have a reservation for 500 people in an hour.
Yeah. He's like, I'll have a reservation for 10 and a half. Like,
10 and a half?
Makes me laugh so hard. He's so
Oh, yeah.
He's so funny.
Wait, that's actually so cool. I watched him too.
I saw him. I was like, oh my gosh. So that was that day. And then, okay, this is the part. Okay. This is my favorite part of the story. Not even the fashion shows. Well, it was good. It was great. But anyway, it was great. It was amazing.
Great. But
okay, this part. So then me and Paris are just like walking around. We're trying to figure out where we want to go next. And we know like a lot of the stuff going on is in Soho pretty much. So we just take a subway to Soho and we're just going to walk around. So now I remember something. I'm like, wait a second. I remember like there's this guy that comes up on my TikTok all the time with his lives, and he's always at the same corner. I wonder if he's live right now.
Shut up.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
What's his name?
Shout out Harrison.
No, I have no idea.
Harrison NPC. He does like the NPC lives. He has kiss.
Does he have a
kiss
TikTok? I mean,
marks
does he have
on his head?
What is
Kiss
it?
marks on his head.
Oh, like the different color hair?
Yeah, like he's bleached.
Does he have a podcast?
No.
Okay.
So, all right, I'll show. You might know him if I show you after, but shout out to Harrison. So basically, he's this guy that goes live in TikTok every day in Soho, the same spot, and he does his NPC shit, right? Getting his bag. Okay. I'm like, you know what? We're in this area. I'm so curious. Like, is he live right now? And
Don't tell me he was.
He's live.
Shut.
We look at where we are and we're like, wait a second, he's down the street from us. So we're like, we're gonna say hi.
We're going.
And he was so cool. He was great. He was so nice.
Did you get in his live?
Yeah. No, that comes after. Then me and her are walking around the San Gennaro Festival, and this waitress stops us. She's like, oh my God, you girls look way too good to be doing nothing right now. Do you want to come in for some espresso martinis? And we look at each other like, oh, yeah. So we sit down at this corner table outside the San Gennaro Festival having these amazing espresso martinis. Expensive, but so good. And then...
She didn't give them for free?
No.
Oh, that's
but,
weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
okay. Whatever. It was good.
All right.
Then
$20 down the drain.
yeah. No, it was good. It was worth it. So all of a sudden, because Harrison was like saying to us, you know, he's gonna be at the San Gennaro festival. He's on the live now. He's like, I'm gonna spin the block. And I take the phone, I go on the live, I'll put it in here.
Shut up.
You guys want to hop on?
Hey live, I'm Sophia. We're at the San Gennaro Festival. It's New York Fashion Week. I'm a fashion designer. Wearing my brand. I'm wearing my brand.
That's your brand right there?
Yes, I love you guys. That with some caramel.
Where's that photo? Yeah, give me this thing.
People were so nice. They were so nice. All of a sudden, shout out Harrison for this.
Shut
You're
up.
amazing.
Am I gonna freak out?
We appreciate you. So he was like, I still have 2+1 like that I can use for this New York Fashion Week after party event thing, whatever.
Which was the night after.
Yes. So we were like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, yeah.
Fuck.
So we watched him put our names like on the list because he was so cool. Like, whatever. He was so cool.
Fuck?
And he's like, yeah, Lucas Sabat is DJing. And we're like, okay. All right.
Okay, Lucas Sabat.
So then now we're like, okay, we got to go back to the city tomorrow, which is fine.
Fine. You used to do it all the time.
Yeah. We were exhausted though after these two, like literally so much traveling within these 2 days. But it was so worth it. This whole weekend felt like a fever dream because I'm walking down the city. I'm walking down
the streets
in Soho. First I bump into my childhood best friend Krista. Okay, on the street. I just bump into her.
What?
Yeah, I just bump into her.
Where?
It like literally past the product.
That's
store.
why she was with you? Was she with the other chick?
It wasn't. Listen, this is even crazier. Then I'm walking down the next street. I bump into Melina. And she's like, where are you going? I'm like, to the What Goes Around Comes Around event.
Party.
She's like, me too. I'm like, what?
And Krista too?
No, Krista wasn't on the list. She was just in the area
Mm-hmm.
with her friends. But Melina was on the list with her friend Natalie. And when I tell you Melina could tell some stories because she worked the Poppy event with 50 Cent. You know what I'm talking about?
Yup.
And she met she could tell some stories. So I bump into them and they're going to the same event. I'm like, what the, this is not real life. Like this is just all these coincidences happening. So then we go with them. We go into the event and we don't know who we're going to see here because it's like a private event, whatever.
Mad famous people.
Here and there was one Victoria's Secret model that I didn't see even though she was there.
Who?
It might have been Hose Kelsa. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
One of them.
I love her.
I don't know. I didn't see her though. I gotta look it up again.
Oh, I've been following her since I was young.
That's how I feel about Candace. But she was, I don't know. I think it was her. And then, so we walk right in and then Luca is DJing and he got his bad bitch girlfriend right behind him. And it was so chill. And so Melina was saying to us, she's like, I recognize this one guy, but I can't pinpoint how I know him.
Shut up.
And she's so chill about famous people. She does not give a fuck.
Wouldn't either. I feel.
I know, but I
you have your camera. You're like, I need a picture.
But I appreciate these people.
Yeah.
I don't mind fangirling sometimes.
Yeah.
So, and they're like, they keep talking about this guy in a green outfit. I'm like, who is the guy? I don't even see him right now. And they're like, yeah, we recognize him. We can't figure it out. Then all of a sudden, we see him with his girl, and we're like, love is blind.
Love is blind.
Oh my God. And they were so sweet. They're so in love in real life. The cutest couple ever.
They were my favorite couple of that season.
Amy and Johnny. Yeah.
They were my favorite couple.
Because they were the realest.
They were the realest.
And they're so nice in person and so in love. And it's so sweet.
I'm jelly.
That was so cute.
Your fit went crazy.
Thank you.
It's that.
Thank you.
It went crazy, bitch.
Thank you.
I'm like, I want to borrow that.
That was spontaneous.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah.
Can I please?
Denzel Dion was there.
I don't know who that is.
If I show you a picture, you might. He's best friends with Ricky Thompson.
Don't know who that is.
But so Denzel, he looked very intimidating, so I didn't say hi to him. But because he was like walking right out, but I would have said hi. There's one thing I regret heavily.
Okay.
So heavily.
Let's hear it.
I wish I talked to Alexis Oakley.
You didn't talk to her?
No.
Wait, the makeup artist?
Yes.
Why? Why?
I'm like, where's Alexis? Because I heard she was there, and we couldn't find her, so that was just that. But I wish.
You could try and DM her.
Well, we'll meet one day. Overall, it was just so cool. There were, people you find out after are well known, like once you leave the place and you like see the pictures that they post and everything. But it was a fun event. It was cute, and we got home so late that night. But
probably
was worth
3
it.
a.m., huh?
Probably around it.
Mm-hmm.
I was so exhausted. We were exhausted like a shell of a human being, but we did it, and it was worth it. But yeah, it felt like the whole weekend felt like a fever dream because I found out I was going like 24 hours before the actual show. I made my first outfit within that time frame. I wasn't even gonna do it, but I'm like, you know what? I will regret it. So I did for the first night. Second night, absolutely not. I did not have.
What'd you wear the
time.
second night?
That was the black outfit. I'm still having like, I really haven't felt like this about anything in a really long time. I'm like having that post-depression from it.
Well, guess what?
Because I had like a revelation. And I felt like I used to feel about the city when I was in school, which I haven't felt like that in so long. Being around such creative people, fashionable people, like I cried about it when I got home. I'm like,
aww,
I miss this so much. Like I haven't had an experience like this in the city in years. And all the people I met, I'm so grateful for. They're so cool. And just I'm trying to involve myself more in that going forward. But
dude, honestly, it takes something like that, because when I was in New York the last time, like 2 months ago, I was there for 3 hours and wanted to leave, which is not like me. If y'all know, you know. But it takes an experience like that after being out of school for so long because of COVID. COVID made us move out overnight pretty much, like at FIT. So it kind of stole experiences that we could have had, right? I feel like it takes experiences like that to like recognize your love for New York City again.
I will say, like, Soho, I'm in love with Soho so
Yes.
much, and like that's my favorite place to be in the city.
Yes.
Because of the fashion and the people and the creativity. And I'm
the
like,
cobblestone
damn,
grounds.
I love the cobblestone. And that was a highlight. Like, Manhattan, I was in so, like, just, I'm a Soho girly at the end of the day when it comes to the city.
I am too. I gravitate towards Soho and like Lower East Side. I love the Lower East Side. Love it. It's very
so
like
nice.
artsy.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
not Soho. Soho's bougie. Lower East Side is like artsy, but it's very small. Like the roads are tiny. I don't know. It's just different, but damn.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I want to go back. But
Well, that's amazing.
It was so fun. And
Okay. Moving directions. We're going to talk about the new season of Selling Sunset. If y'all watched it, I watched it in one day. Because in my opinion, it was the most drama-packed season yet because of just how raw it was.
So whose side are you on in all this drama?
Brie.
Yeah.
I'm Team Brie all the way. She's the realest one. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I was her, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I would have done the same thing. And honestly, Chelsea is such a fucking drama queen. I don't hate, like, no hate to anybody on the show, but like, it sucks what she's going through and went through. But like, why are you looking at it like that? Like, I don't know. And then Emma, I don't like Emma anymore. Because what are you doing? Like, Chriselle, I like her now. I didn't like her that much. And then after like her not picking a side for once, I was like, okay, she actually has some loyalty towards other people other than Emma.
I know it's tough. I mean, because I loved Emma so much, and like I don't want to not like her now. But I get Brie totally. I get her.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Basically, Chelsea had a husband who was cheating on her. And this past season that just came out, Bree got intel from her friend. So they weren't associated at all, her friend and Chelsea. She just like found out by someone else who saw her husband with another woman in a hotel multiple times, not just once. So Bree and Chelsea didn't have the most amazing relationship, right? They didn't really like vibe with each other. Just like, you know, people don't, you just can't, it just doesn't work sometimes, whatever. Bree takes it upon herself because she's the only person with this information. She was like, I can either sit on it and not say anything, or I can be a girl's girl and say something even though we're not close friends.
Yeah.
So what does she do? She goes and tells Chelsea.
But now, like, I heard that they all knew about it prior to the show.
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's just, yeah.
So it's like y'all just made it. So Chelsea just made it a huge deal. For what? Like all of a sudden she thinks that Bree had no good intentions.
Well, I think she was most pissed off about the fact that she made a scene out of it, even though I guess she didn't know that that girl had the information.
Oh.
That's why she was so upset.
Oh.
Because she thought she set up that scene.
Oh.
I don't know what to think anymore.
I don't know either. It's tricky. Like that would be so annoying.
Yeah.
If that's true. But like I don't feel like Bree's that type of girl.
No.
But also maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe she like wanted some vengeance or some shit because they were all hating on her before a little bit.
I don't know. Regardless of all this drama though, I was bawling about Nico. Bawling.
The dog?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, me too. I couldn't.
Bawling.
Also,
Rest
you
in peace.
It
hit home.
Yeah.
Because Chihuahua is like, oh my god. That made me
was
bawl.
so that scene with her and Jason.
Yeah, forget it.
I
was bawling.
Whoa. I was like, whoa. And then I started thinking about Luna, my cat. And you know, everybody can resonate with who has a pet.
Yeah. It was so sad.
Especially, no.
Nico lived till 18, so that's
yeah.
good. They go more than that, Chihuahuas.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that shit, that was like, that part of the show was like, I started Tell Me Lies, but I'm not like,
I'm on season 2, babe.
I'm not on season 2 yet.
Oh, I watched that shit when it first came out.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, because it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
The first season, they waited 2 years to film. They just released the second season after 2 years. Had to wait 2 years. Just saying.
Damn.
2.
Damn.
So yeah, and now they're releasing episode every Wednesday. So now I have to wait once a week. I get an episode, and every episode is a cliffhanger for season 2. It's insane. Steven and Lucy are dating in real life. If you didn't know that,
No way.
they're dating in real life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, yeah. So you
got
literally
into the
just
show
started the show.
Just now.
Yeah, they're dating in real life.
Is Euphoria coming back?
I watched that Call Her Daddy episode with Hunter Schafer.
Oh, I didn't.
She talks about how like there's no like set plan
Wow.
because of the death of that guy Angus Cloud. They're all like shook still. They like don't know how to like go about it. Yeah, so I don't know. And then Stranger Things is coming back and Outer Banks. Outer Banks is coming. You need to watch Outer Banks. You need to watch Outer Banks after Tell Me Lies.
I will.
Oh my god,
it's so
that's your
hard
next
for
show.
me to sit down and watch TV sometimes.
No, that's your next show.
So
Shit
that's
happens.
Not on that. In terms of what we're watching.
Yeah. Tell Me Lies. Watch Selling Sunset if you like real estate or just drama and Pretty Woman and questionable fashion. Questionable.
For wait, what?
Wait, can we talk about on the show how Mary was like, because of Chelsea's outfit, which I understand. So they were at an open house. Chelsea and Mary were co-listing a house, which means they're both on the listing, which means they split whatever they get. And they're throwing an open house, and Chelsea comes in this like really like low-key scandalous, but not really, but kind of outfit. And Mary is like, oh, like a couple of the people that are like viewing the home have commented on Chelsea's outfit.
Her skirt.
On her skirt.
Being too short.
It was a skirt. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, it was a skirt. At least it wasn't a skirt. She goes right to Jason and what's the other guy's name?
Brett.
Jason and Brett. Basically went up to Jason and Brett and was like, so these people are commenting on Chelsea's outfit, blah, blah, blah. And like Chelsea walks over and she's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, how's the listing? Like, how do you think it's going? And Mary says something about her outfit, and Chelsea freaks the fuck out, and she's like, I mean, I'll look more professional if you guys want me to look more professional, but like why aren't you just coming to me and saying that, and why are you going to our bosses about that, whatever, blah blah, which is valid. But then you think about it and you see Emma wearing the most scandalous shit every day of her life, which is fine, but like it's just like, why just pinpoint somebody when it's like you're on a reality TV show? Like you have to look your best, like whatever your fashion sense is, like you have to look your best. Like I don't even know.
Yeah,
it's like I wouldn't be wearing this to no, I wouldn't be wearing this to a listing.
I wouldn't wear something that's so short in a professional setting.
Right.
But, you know.
Right.
She looked cute, but maybe not for that.
A listing. I don't know. An open house. But anyway, I do have tea.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
So my tea. I go on TikTok live. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok and follow her on TikTok.
It's our names.
It's our names. I was on TikTok live, and this guy that I used to date, you know who. Mm-hmm. I'm on TikTok live and I'm just talking to people. They're talking to me in the group, in the chat. And his alias name that he has a weird TikTok name, which I didn't know. I knew once I was dating him and a long time before that, but before that I didn't know, and it's weird. But he comes up on my live. First he chats me on Snapchat like 4 times, and then he comes into my live and I see him chatting, and I'm like, oh, this guy I used to talk to is in this chat, and he's telling me he still loves me, but I was like talking to him, I was like, you literally posted a girl on your Snapchat story 2 days ago. And he's like, yeah, but I still love you, in the chat. And I'm like, honestly, get the fuck out of, like, I literally was like roasting him, and then he was like, this is why I still love you, like I love how you're like this, like blah blah blah. I'm like, you were literally insane, like I'm literally trying to make you so uncomfortable right now.
Oh my god.
And then he eventually got out of the chat, but like I was literally roasting him in my TikTok live because you're insane. Iconic. You ghosted me, you did all that shit, I ended it, a week later did it, and then the next day did it, still ghosted me after that shit. And then I completely let go because I was like, okay, you're literally pathetic, loser, borderline narcissistic, weirdo 26-year-old. Grow the fuck up and get the fuck out of my life. And then he keeps like coming back. He'll probably hit me up again in 3 weeks.
So,
why are
people like, why are men like this?
Please come over. No. Please, no. Why? Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? Are you people?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just really funny. I literally love roasting people sometimes.
Did you see
when it's warranted?
The podcast when we told the funny story?
Probably because I posted on my TikTok on purpose. Oh, he for sure did.
He's gagged, yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's
embarrassing.
Enough for that.
So embarrassing.
Get your shit together, people. Men.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. Stop playing women. Because, like, I mean, I won't ever get played. I will leave really quick before, if I even sense a little bit of it, I will be out there, like, so fast. Like, 100 miles per hour out. And I will never look back. At this point, I have respect for myself as a woman. Like, I'm all set.
Yeah.
Like, the old me would have been like, okay, I'll come over.
Yeah.
You know? Now I'm like, nah. You need to learn your lesson that you just lost somebody. Me.
Yeah.
Like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Point blank. But it didn't work out anyway, thank God. I don't even want him anymore.
Good.
Anyway.
Good. Yeah, no. You gotta, we had our phases, and those are done.
They're
done.
Finito.
Yeah.
Finite.
People are so embarrassing.
But anyway.
What do you do? Let them embarrass themselves.
I guess we'll wrap it up, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to episode 11 of the Sassy and Classy podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Very cutesy little episode, little catch up. Yeah.
We love you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.